Hello friends, welcome in today's lesson. Today we will revise fractions. As you know that we are revising fractions. Although we have discussed all the things related with fractions, but due to your request only I am revising each and every concept once again. In our previous video we have discussed that how we can add different type of fractions together. In this module we will learn how we can subtract fractions from fraction, right? So let's start today's class. I am taking here like fractions. How we can subtract like fractions from like fractions. Like fractions, you know that whose denominators are same. So you can see here both the fractions have same denominator. So this is very simple question. How it is simple? Because denominators are same. No need to take LCM. No need to make denominator equal, since we know that denominators are already same or equal. So what the rule says, we can directly subtract numerator from numerator. So 10 minus 5 we can write directly, and 7 we can write common denominator. Since they all have 7 as a denominator, so we can write it like this. Now 10 minus 5 we know that 5, so 5 by 7 we can write here. This is very simple actually. I think all you know that how we can subtract. I am just revising your concept, right? So if like fractions are there, nothing to do, only subtract numerator from numerator. So we have here 5 by 7, and when you get the result, two things you need to check there. Either your that fraction is proper or improper, and whether it may be simplified or not. So we can see here 5 by 7, there is nothing common except 1, so we can't reduce it now. It is already in simplest form. And second thing, this fraction is proper fraction. Since we know that 7 is greater than 5, so nothing to do. 5 by 7 is answer only, right? Hope you understand. Now we will take another example. Now in this example we are going to subtract 5 by 7 from a whole number. 11 I am taking here deliberately because I want to revise you how we can solve this. This is whole and we are going to subtract fraction from it. How we can solve it, right? So you do one thing, we can write here 1. This is the first method. So many methods are there to solve it. So this is, I think I found this method very simple for you. So you have to write 1 here. Denominator is 1, means nothing is changed over here. So 11 is the value of this fraction only. Now you can see these two are unlike fractions since their denominators are not same. First one have 1, second one have 7 as denominator. So now the method says that if denominators are not same, then you need to make denominators same. But denominators should be same, then only we can subtract. Now how we can make denominators same? After taking LCM of 1 and 7. So what is LCM of 1 and 7? 7 only. We know that there is nothing common except 1 between 1 and 7. So their product means 1 into 7, that is 7. So 7 is LCM only. It means we need to make denominator as a 7. See, in first 11 upon 1 is there, we need to make 1 as 7. How we can make 1 as 7? After multiplying it by 7. Since we are multiplying denominator by 7, we need to multiply numerator also by 7. Hope you understand. From last so many classes we are already working on this, right? So 11 into 7, 77 upon 7, here 5 by 7. Now you can see here, both have same denominator. It means we have now like fractions. Now how can we subtract? As we discussed just earlier, we can directly subtract numerator from numerator. So 77 minus 5. What we have here now? 72 by 7. Right? 77 minus 5 is 72. 72 by 7. Now you need to check two things. This is not reducible because we know that by 7, 72 is not divisible. And 7, since we know that it is a prime number, so we are there are no any factor except 1 and number itself. So this fraction we can't reduce, but we can see this is improper fraction since 7 is less than 72. So what to do if improper fractions we are getting? We need to change this improper fraction into mixed fraction. How we can change it? We can divide 72 by 7. How many times? 7 ones are 7. We shift 2 here. Now since 2 is smaller than 7, so 0 we can put here. It means this 2 is not divisible by 7. That's why 0 you can eat. Now this 2 is quotient. Sorry, this 2 is remainder. This 10 is quotient and this 7 is divisor or denominator. So according to rule, quotient we can write as a whole, then remainder divided by divisor. So quotient is 10, we can write here 10, and 2 is remainder, then 7 is divisor. So we can say that 10 whole 2 by 7 is the final answer when we subtract 5 by 7 from 11. Hope you understand, guys. I think you all know how we can subtract, but for revision purpose only we are here in today's class, and I am explaining you again and again because this is very, very important. If you know this, then only you will be able to solve this other kind of problems. Right? Now you understand how we can subtract fraction from whole and how we can subtract like fractions. Now I am taking here mixed fraction. 10 whole 2 by 3 and 1 by 4 I am taking. You can see here now we are going to subtract fraction from, this is proper fraction and we are subtracting it from mixed fraction. How we can subtract it? Again, there are so many methods, but the simple method is to do one thing. First you convert or change this mixed fraction into improper fraction. How we can change it? How we can write this mixed into improper? Method is we can multiply this 3 with 10. Right? First you need to multiply 3 with 10, then whatever the result will come, we can add with this 2. So after that we add 2 in that. And denominator we know that it is 3 only, since 3 is denominator. Now 10 into 3, 30 we have, plus 2 by 3, that is 32 by 3. So after changing this fraction, mixed fraction, into improper, we have 32 by 3 and minus 1 by 4 we can write as it is. Hope you understand this thing. You know already, you all know how we can change mixed fraction into improper fraction. So 32 minus 3 minus 1 by 4 we have now. Now what to do? See, again these are unlike fractions, their denominators are not same. So first thing is you need to make denominator same. How we can make denominator same? After taking LCM of 3 and 4. LCM of 3 and 4 we know that it is 12. How we can say 12? Because there is nothing common in between 3 and 4 except 1. So their product is only LCM. We can't find any number which divides 3 and 4. That's why their product is only their LCM. Right? So it means we need to make denominator as 12. So how we can make 12? 32 by 3 we have. How we can make this 3 12? By multiplying it 4. Since we know that 3 into 4 12. So we have to multiply upper side also by 4. Similarly downside, sorry, minus is there. Here we need to multiply by 3 both the sides. Since 4 into 3 12. Now 32 into 4. If you don't know that multiplication, then you need to multiply like this. 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12. So 1 to 8 we have here. Downside we have 12. 3 4s are 12. You all know. Here 3 by 12. Right now you can see here these are like terms. So we can subtract numerator from numerator. 128 minus 8 by 12. 128 minus 3. So 125 we have. 128 minus 3 means 125 by 12. Now you can see this is improper fraction and unreducible process. And unreducible fractions, we can't reduce it, we can't minimize it. So do one thing, convert this fraction into mixed now. How we can do this? By dividing 125 by 12. So 12 ones are 12, 5 will shift here, but 5 is too short than 12, so we can put here 0. This is quotient, this is remainder, and this is divisor. So rule is quotient we can write as a whole, then remainder, then divisor. So quotient is 10 here, remainder is 5, and 12 is divisor or denominator. So we can say that 12 whole 5, 10 whole 5 by 12 will get when we subtract 1 by 4 from 10 whole 2 by 3. Hope you understand, guys. One more example I am taking here to make you understand very nicely. So now 10 minus 1 by 5 minus 3 by 10. Now 3 fractions we are taking together and we have to subtract them. How we can subtract? This is very interesting. So you do one thing, put 1 here. Since we have 2 subtraction operator there, it means one time we will solve one only. So first subtraction we find here in between 10 and minus 1, 10 and 1 upon 5. So first we do operation in these 2 fractions. How to do? 1 and 5, it means these are unlike. So we need to write their denominator as same number. So 1 and 5, there is 5 as 1 into 5, 5 only, right? So we need to convert, we need to change denominator as 5. So how we can change it? 1 we already have, so if we multiply by 5, then we can make it 5, and minus 1 upon 5 we can write as it is, 3 upon 10 we can write as it is. We need to focus on these 2 fractions only this time. So 10 5s are 50 upon 5 minus 1 by 5 we can write here, minus 3 by 10 we can write as it is. Now first these 2 fractions we need to solve. So 50 minus 1 by 5 we can write here, minus 3 by 10 we can write as it is. Why we are writing it 50 minus 1? Because these 2 are like fractions, and as per rule, like fractions we can subtract numerator from numerators. So 50 minus 1 means 49 by 5 we have here. Minus 3 by 10 we can write as it is. Now I am solving here. 49 by 5 minus 3 by 10. It means after solving first these two fractions, we have 49 by 5 and minus 3 by 10. Now we'll solve, we'll subtract 3 by 10 from 49 by 5. How we can solve now? First you need to take LCM now, LCM of 5 and 10. By 5, 2 times, and by 2. So LCM is here 2 into 5 or 5 into 2, that is 10. It means you need to change denominator as 10. So how we can change it? 49 by 5, if you multiply both the sides by 2. This is already 10 here. So 3 by 10 we can write as it is. Now 49 multiplied by 2. So 98 we have after multiplying 49 with 2. If you don't know how to, you can multiply like this. 9 to the 18 carries 1, 2 4 the 8 and 1 9. So 98 we have here. Then minus 3 by 10. Now you can see these are like fractions. So 98 minus 3 upon 10 we can write now. Actually we can subtract numerator from numerator. So 98 minus 3, what we have here? We have 95 by 10 now. 95 by 10, you can see here, we can reduce it since we know that by 5 both are divisible. And also this is unlike fraction. Since denominator is 10, it is 2 short than 95. So you do one thing, first you divide 95 by 10. It makes your sum easier. So 9 times 5 is left. So this is quotient, this is remainder, and this is divisor. So according to rule we can write it quotient remainder by divisor. Now here I am writing quotient. What is quotient now? Quotient is 9, remainder is 5 and divisor is 10. Now you can see here 5 by 10, both are divisible by 5. So here also we can divide. Finally we have 9 whole 1 by 2. So 9 whole 1 by 2 will come if we subtract these three fractions together. We are subtracting 1 by 5 also and 3 by 10 also from 10. So 9 whole 1 by 2 is our final answer. Hope you understand, guys. So this was all about the subtraction of fractions. Hope you understand today's lesson. You enjoyed it and also you revise it very well, very nicely, because this subtraction, students are facing problems in subtraction only. They are unable how to subtract. So in today's lesson I tried to explain all the things, all the examples I taken here, how we can subtract fractions, different type of fractions from different type of fractions. Hope you understand. And you do one thing now, take more examples from your book also. In your book also you will get questions, and from other sources also you can get questions, right? Try to solve them by your own without taking help from anyone. Try to solve by your own. If any problem you find, you please write me in comment section, and in next video I will clear all your problems or your doubts. Hope you understand. Thank you so much.